All right, sorry folks, we're back here now. Unfortunately, on the power play by Prior Lake, they did get a tying goal. Right now, Prior Lake is pushing. Stormax just need to stay out of the penalty box and things will be fine. Giannetti, cross ice to Duda. Duda tripped up, but Clark maintains possession, tries the centering pass. Another penalty on Prior Lake. Prior Lake looking, and stoppage of play. So the Stormhawks will go on the power play with 12 minutes left in period number 2. Quite the crowd here today. The bleachers are full, which for a Sunday afternoon is good to see. We have Clark, Schneider, Duda, Nichols, and Giannetti on the ice for the Stormhawks. Going to get a face-off in the Prior Lake zone here. Clark's going to take the face-off. Clark brings it back to Duda. Duda cross ice to Giannetti. Giannetti surveys. Looking behind the net to Schneider. Over to Giannetti. Giannetti surveys over to Duda. Duda to Clark. Clark's going to drive in, take the shot. Pass to Nichols, actually. Gets a shot, but the Prior Lake goalie was there for the save. Stormhawks controlling the puck here, down deep to Schneider. Schneider to Nichols, and Prior Lake gets a clear. Ben's racing back, Duda to get it. Uses his own net. And Clark's going to bring it up. Clark goes wide, coming in with speed down the right side. Goes around one Prior Lake defender behind the net, and looking. It passes out to his defenseman. Cross to the other defenseman, Giannetti. Giannetti taken down, no call. Nichols tried to get the puck down deep. Nichols going for it. Nichols, Schneider battling. Schneider tried to center. Schneider controls, looking. Shot, Giannetti. Stopped by the Prior Lake goalie. Stormhawks still control, still in the zone. Clark looking. Spins around from one defender. Clark looking, tries to center. Smith tries to center. We got a potential breakaway here, but Smith was able to stop him. Prior Lake back at full strength. Giannetti comes in, he's cutting middle, rips one just wide. Prior Lake looking to get the puck out of the zone, and they do. Stormhawks go back to recover. Out of the zone, we have a chance at a breakaway. Prior Lake was able to recover and push our guy off the puck. Puck comes out to Kuzmarczyk, across to his D-man, Kent. Moltier goes down. Steverson cuts around, trying to keep it in the zone, unable to. Prior Lake gets by one guy, rips a shot wide. A collision at the blue line, no call. Stormhawks looking to get out of the zone. Moltier, he's coming down the left wing. He's looking for help, and just dumps it down deep. Stormhawks changing. Schneider, Pulaski on. Pulasic. Schneider's driving the net. Pulasic looking, trying to get the puck to Schneider. Coots is looking for help. Pulasic drives. Pulaski loses the puck and takes down the Prior Lake forward. And we're going to get a penalty on Pulaski. Going to get a face-off here in the Stormhawk zone. Clark to take the face-off. Ties him up, gets it back to his defenseman. Prior Lake was able to control out to the point. Rips one just wide. Battle behind the net. Okay, Chan setting up their box. Applying a little pressure. A little bit wide on their box right now. Prior Lake just passing around, looking for a shot. Hansen deflects into the corner. Prior Lake skating. And gloved by Hansen. We'll get a face-off in the Stormhawks zone. Face-off won by the Stormhawks. Looking to get it out of the zone. Giannetti breaks up the puck and clears it. Nice job by the Stormhawks. 33 seconds left in the power penalty kill. 7 minutes, 41 seconds left in the second period. In the Stormhawk zone, controlled by the Stormhawks. Breakout pass attempt for Nichols, just couldn't quite get by. Got a wall battle here. Giannetti taken down from behind, no call. Prior Lake pushing. Stopped by Braden. Three seconds left on the penalty kill, and we'll be back at even strength here. Stormhawks back at full strength. Coots comes on, tries to help out. Broken up by the Stormhawks. Schneider tries to pass over to Clark. Clark into the zones. Coots drives to the net. Shot. Deflected by the goalie over the net and into the netting. We'll get a face-off in the Prior Lake zone. Face-off controlled by Prior Lake. They chip it by one defenseman. Chris Marchek is back. He's covering one guy. Ooh, just through the crease by Prior Lake. Back and forth we go. Kent presses into the Prior Lake zone. Kent after it. Forces a pass. Kent still after it behind the Prior Lake zone. Actually controls the puck. We got a battle in the corner there by Kent and the Prior Lake gentleman, controlled by Stormhawks. Looking for a centering pass there, just couldn't quite make a connection. Seaver dumps it down deep, and they change. On is Schneider and Coots. Coots breaks up the pass over to Schneider. Plastic's got it. Ooh, glove down by the Prior Lake goalie. We'll get a face-off in the Prior Lake zone. Coots will take the face-off with his normal line mate Schneider and Pulaski. Defense, we got Charchenko and Smith. Face-off controlled by Prior Lake. They get a breakout. And we get a cover by Hansen. Quick whistle there, but we'll take it. We got Coots on the faceoff with his line mates. Controlled by Schneider. Schneider brings it up. He's going through defender. He's got Plastic on his side. Intercepted by Prior Lake, but Plastic takes a battle. Again, Prior Lake with the breakout. Again, glove down by Hansen. Five minutes left in the second period here, 1-1 game. Oh, chance for a breakout here, Nichols. Prior Lake gets one defender back to control the puck. Held in by Smith. Controlled by Giannetti. Giannetti to Nichols. Nichols with a shot just almost over the Prior Lake goalie's shoulder. Battle behind the wall. McNeil brings it down deep for Clark. Clark again rings it around. Down to Giannetti. Giannetti looking. Serving out to McNeil. McNeil takes a shot deflected by Prior Lake down deep. Again, Giannetti over to McNeil. McNeil to Duda. Duda is able to control. Over to McNeil. Clark wins a battle. Tries to go up the wall, couldn't quite do it. We got a battle right in front of the Stormhawks bench here. Here comes Prior Lake. They got a 3-on-2. Puck controlled by Prior Lake. Couple nifty passes here, and Hansen with the stop. Face off in the Stormhawk zone, won by the Stormhawks. But Prior Lake ends up breaking it up, tries a centering pass. Nothing doing. Prior Lake trying to get something set up here. In deep. A lot of traffic in front. Deflected out to the point by Stormhawks. Stormhawks with a chance for a breakout here. Seaver does his best, brings it into the Prior Lake zone, but it's controlled by Prior Lake. Prior Lake now applying a little pressure, shot from the point. Hansen drives it wide, controlled by the Stormhawks. Duda with tries to break out pass to Clark. Nothing doing. Second line out there for the Stormhawks, and Prior Lake ices the puck. 2 minutes, 49 seconds left in period number 2. Looks like we got a good one here. Face off one by Coots over to Kuzmarchuk. Kuzmarchuk tries a pass cross. Looks like we got 2-on-1 for Prior Lake here. Shot wide. Two on two. Nice stop by Braden. I believe that's Smith going up the right wing. Controlled by Prior Lake. They come up 3-on-2. Couple nice nifty passes. Too much traffic, and it was broken up by some people in front of them. Stormhawk control. Nice pass up to Clark. Clark's looking, surveying. Offsides on the Stormhawks. It was close. Minute 47 left in the second period. 1-1 game. Stormhawks win the faceoff, end up controlling the puck. We got some wall battles going on here. Stormhawks come up with it. Gianetti's looking, trying to center. Over to Nichols, up to Duda. Duda back down to Nichols, bouncing puck. Over to Gianetti. Prior Lake brings it back around the other way. Puck intercepted by Clark. Clark passes it over to McNeil to Gianetti. Looks like we're going to get an offsides. 1 minute left, period number 2. Clark wins the faceoff, back to his defenseman, McNeil. McNeil's looking, rings it up the boards, tries for a pass to Clark. Clark intercepted, offsides on the Stormhawks. 48 seconds left, period number 2. Again, won by the Stormhawks face-off. Looking for a pass over to Gianetti. Gianetti comes in on the right side. He's looking. It's in the corner. We've got a battle for it there. 30 seconds left in period number 2. Prior Lake trying to break it up, but Duda is there. Oh. Just through the crease. We got a chance for a breakaway. Here comes Gianetti. He's going in alone right down the center of the ice. And he buries one. Great shot. Brisker right over the goalie's right pad. Great breakout. Better finish. Stormhawks take a 2-1 lead with 11 seconds left in the period number 2. One second left in period number 2. A little bit of a scrum in front of Hansen. And we're going to get a offsetting penalties here with Clark and a Prior Lake forward, it looks like. So it'll still be 5-on-5. With 1 second left here in period 2. And that'll do it for period number 2. We got a good one. 2-1 Stormhawks over Prior Lake. All right, we're back for the final period here this Sunday afternoon. Looks like I'm going to start out with the second line. Coots, Giannetti, and Nichols. On defense, looks like we have Smith and Duda. Coots wins the faceoff over to Smith. Smith looking to get it up ice and dumps it down deep. Stormhawks go chase. Nichols in deep. Coots comes around, looks to try to intercept. Coots holds. Gets it around to Nichols behind the net and got a bouncing puck. And Prior Lake was able to clear. Giannetti controls. Rings it around back for Duda. Duda's looking up ice. Gets it to Nichols. Nichols passes it out. Center ice. Coots goes chasing along with Giannetti. Prior Lake brings it back into the zone. Broken up by the Stormhawks. Giannetti controls. Stormhawks serving. Prior Lake dumps it back down deep. Coots goes in to help. Nichols brings it out wide. Still in the Stormhawk zone. Nichols controls. Breakout. Still held in by this Prior Lake here. A lot of standing around here by the Stormhawks. Move your feet, Stormhawks. There we go. Breakout pass. Nichols just gets the puck out. And we get a change or offsides on the Prior Lake Lakers. Get a center ice face off here. Seaver ties him up, wins the face-off. Up to Kent. Kent tries to go in. Prior Lake with the breakout, but Stormhawks are there to recover. Oh. Looks like we're going to get a penalty on the Stormhawks here. Tripping on Charchenko. So we'll be on the penalty kill for a minute and a half. Face off controlled by Prior Lake. D to D pass up top. They go down low, setting up the power play. Deep. Back to the point. Cross to the other defenseman up at the point. Surveying. A lot of outside passing right here, just passing it around, controlling the zone. Stormhawks staying in their box. Now we got a deflection. Duda goes in. Bouncing puck. Never reached Braden. Stormhawks try to get the puck out of zone. Prior Lake still holds. Shot blocked by Duda. That's got to hurt. He's heading to the bench. Meanwhile, here comes Clark going 2-on-1 against the opposition. Holds the puck down low. And Prior Lake gets a breakout. 2-on-2 right here. Prior Lake goes wide. Nothing doing. Clark controls. He skates it up the ice. Saucers one over to Nichols. Nichols tries to hold it deep, but Prior Lake comes out with it. Nice play by Kuzmarchek, just keeping it out of the zone. A couple errant passes by Prior Lake here on their power play. 3 seconds left. And I think they're offside, so we'll get a face-off outside the zone with 3 seconds left in the penalty and 11 minutes left in the game. 2-1 Stormhawks. Giannetti with the face-off. Prior Lake comes in. Get a battle in front of the net. Shot by Prior Lake, just wide. Stormox ringing around the outside, try to get it out of the zone, but Giannetti tries to get out of the zone. Prior Lake gets it down low. Giannetti over to Nichols. Coots is with him. Coots is driving to the net. Nichols tries to get a shot, but it's intercepted by Prior Lake. Back and forth we go. Prior Lake offsides, entering the zone. We're going to get a line change here. We've got Schneider and Plasek and Coots. Oh, Clark's going to come and take the face off. Into the zone by the Lakers. A couple puck battles on the wall here. Duda brings it out to center ice. Stormox behind the Prior Lake goal. Brings it around. Shot! Is that Schneider? I think it's Schneider from Duda, looks like. Or Plasek. Apologize. Looks like Schneider from Plasek. 3-1 Stormox. Stormox bring the zone puck into the zone. Puck's kind of all over the place right now. Schneider gets it out of the zone. Looks like we got Plasek and Clark. Clark driving to the net looking for Plasek. Plasek couldn't control it. Prior Lake was putting some pressure on there. Prior Lake comes in, brings it into the zone, shoots wide. Nice play by, I believe that's Charchenko. Yep, there we go. D-to-D pass by the Stormox up the left wing. Just out of the reach of the Stormox. Oh, chance for a centering pass. Couldn't get nothing there. Stormox pulled down by Prior Lake. We're going to get a penalty on Prior Lake. Stormox will go on the power play with 8:55 left in period 3. Stormox win the faceoff. D-to-D pass at the point. Giannetti looks. Picked off by the Lakers, and Duda's going to go back to retrieve the puck. Duda brings it up ice, past center into the zone. Duda's looking for a center, tries centering. Prior Lake broke that up. Stormox set up the power play in the Prior Lake zone. Over to Giannetti. Giannetti to Duda. Duda to Clark. Clark looking, shooting. Just deflected by the Prior Lake goalie. Giannetti tried to pass to Nichols. Nichols to Giannetti. Giannetti shoots, deflected. Schneider, goal. That power play goal comes with 8:03 left in the third. 4-1 Stormox. Face off won by Prior Lake. They drive it into our zone. Stormhawks get it out of the zone, but Prior Lake intercepts. Prior Lake brings it right back into the zone again. Shot by Prior Lake, deflected to the corner by Hansen. Stormhawks clear the zone, but Ethan Smith clears it down. No icing. Coots goes in to see if he can cause some trouble. Broken up. Coots controls it behind the net. He's looking. Gets it to center. Nothing doing. Ethan Smith looking, centering. Nobody there. 2-on-1 for Prior Lake if they want it. Okay, Stormhawks recover. Classic trying to break up the play. Does a good job. Coots, Plastic goes in. Coots goes down to, or Kent maybe? Kent goes down to chase it down. Clark causing some trouble. Severson there trying to get the puck away. Prior Lake brings it into the zone. Drop back pass to one of their other forwards. Shot deflected by the Stormhawk defenseman. Kent, chance to bring it up here. Looking, cross ice pass over to Seaver. Intercepted by Prior Lake. Prior Lake controls the puck behind the Stormhawk zone out to their D. Getting back down deep. Charchenko's over to control the puck. And the Stormhawks clear. Shot on Hansen, and he just gloves it down. We'll get a face-off in the Stormhawks zone. Face-off won by the Stormhawks. They ring it around. Looking for a breakout pass. Got the puck in the Prior Lake zone. Centering pass, tempt. Nothing doing. Stormhawks battling. Stormhawks trying to set something up here out to the point. Point shot by Freddie. Gets through. Blocked by the Prior Lake goalie. Comes right back to Chris Marchek. He passes it over to Giannetti, I think. Giannetti battles with it. Prior Lake drives it in. Nothing doing. Shot wide. And with a couple moves to get a chance for a breakout here. Giannetti fought off the puck. Stormhawks change. And we get an offsides. 4 minutes, 17 seconds left in the third period. Stormhawks with a 4-1 lead. Coots with the face-off win, brings it back to his defensive partner. Stormhawks trying to clear the zone. Schneider to Pulasic. You'd think they'd play together last year or something, right? On their squirt team. Looks like they got some chemistry going there. Coots trying to hold the zone. Coots, Schneider battling with a couple Prior Lake kids. Time ticking off the clock, out of the offensive zone. Coots cross to Smith. Smith looking up to Pulasic. Got a wall battle here with the Stormhawks. Pulasic battling hard. Controlled by Schneider and Smith. Again, Stormhawks control, looking, surveying in their own zone. Cross to Schneider. Schneider, Classic. Seaver jumps into the play. He's looking for something. Intercepted by Prior Lake, and they come back into the Chan zone 3-on-3. Prior Lake with a shot. Oh, just off the goalpost. Classic out to Duda. Duda tries to clear. Storm defenseman back to retrieve. Got Kent, Severson. Kent intercepted. Chance for a shot. Stormhawks control behind the Prior Lake goalie. Interference by the ref, no call. Duda over to his D partner Charchenko. Charchenko up to Voltier, I believe. Prior Lake controls. Duda intercepts, tries to chip it in. Got a battle along the wall here. We've got Duda, we've got Kent, we've got Severson, all on the ground. Minute 39 left in the game. Stormhawks up 4-1. And we get a penalty on Duda. Okay, Stormhawks win the puck. Prior Lake holds. Battle in the corner with scrum in front of the net, and Prior Lake scores on the penalty. (4-2) Chan. It looks like the game has been called due to time with 1:26 left. So the game ends at 5:30 here. So we're going to get a 4-2 Stormhawks win over Prior Lake. First district game of the season's in the books. They're out there shaking hands, and we'll hopefully this was enjoyable for you, and we'll see you at the next one.